Well, guys, the market is basically moving sideways, so very short update today. Let's look at the news briefly and then return to the price, what is basically happened and what to expect. Okay, so as we already realized, um, the cancellation of the ETF, the withdrawal of the ETF proposal from Binance Solid X didn't make much of effect on the Bitcoin price. Moreover, the fact of the government was shut down or is shut down, and this proposal was withdrawn actually seemed to be a positive thing, like the chief executive of One Egg, Jan One Egg, stated. They just wanted to make a better condition for their proposal to be maintained by the SEC Commission, and they will just apply once again as soon as they will have a better situation with on this regard. So not so bad. It appeared to be actually a sort of a good exit from the situation. But the news on the market are still mixed from positive and negative components. And negative are mostly like speculation of still Bitcoin is a bubble and so on. For example, this one, why Goldman's commodities chief thinks oil will rise 10% plus this year. So basically he was stating that like buy commodities because they have better history, trading history than Bitcoin, and market is struggling to go forward and so on and so forth. Somewhere here, Bitcoin has been trading for 5 years, gold has been trading for 3,000 years, so I'm gonna take gold. Well, good luck with that, I would say, because some people are missing their like greatest chances to get amazing profits with crypto. So it's the decision of each and every one. Another news, JP Morgan analyst, Bitcoin price could sink even further, and crypto values unproven. Well, what I must say that a lot of the analysts are saying similar things, that the price can go to 1,000 or something and even $1,000, but basically they didn't say anything new. Yeah, we can go down, but we're still holding, and basically this is sort of, I wouldn't say FUD, but nothing new to be considered on this regard. But also Charles Hoskinson, who is the founder of Cardano, recently said that market would need to maybe 10 years to recover price wise, although he is a big believer in technology. So he said that a lot of the altcoins would need maybe even 10 years to return to the initial price level, which the highest price level, which was in 2017. So Charles may be overcautious at some point. Well, Cardano is a long-term project, so nothing really surprising about that. Another news, a lot of like continuation of the development in the space. Harvard and Levi Strauss collaborate to develop blockchain-based factory system. Basically, again, one more huge news, one more huge name in the field, which are taking their position at some point. So it's plain development, and which happens basically the whole recent half year or maybe even more. Another one, which is actually unconfirmed, Novograd's Galaxy Digital to rise to $150 million to offer crypto loans, and he's not the only one doing that. Like there's Salt Lending, for example, and other lending companies doing the same thing. So he's probably not wrong doing that. It's a huge market, and again, just additional liquidity, additional awareness in this. So it's a good development. And finally, New York financial regulator grants BIT license to Robinhood and Liberty X. And you know that New York was at some point not really super friendly to crypto, at least to some extent because of, you remember, decentralized exchange was fine and everything, but such a thing to Robinhood is actually very nice because Robinhood is trying to sort of democratize the crypto trading and use it together with all the rest trading, so huge liquidity provider, and also simplify it to the regular users. So it's really nice progress for the at least liquidity based development of the field. Okay, so now let's look at the price and what happened and what to expect. As already said, basically we are trading sideways, nothing really changed much. And if you want to have more deep thought on that, why I'm thinking we're more headed towards north, like to grow from these levels, you can look at watch my previous update. But generally I'm still quite bullish, although of course we need to pay attention on the previous lows and those price levels, important levels which we need to go below to confirm some kind of bearish movement if it will happen, and also 200-week moving average and so on and so forth. So I would just refer you to my previous update on that. Today what I want to mention is that actually as opposed to like this bullish sentiment, there is a thing which we need to consider. For example, if you look at this period of time before the drop from 6,000 to 3,000, what we saw is there is a sort of positive momentum of the rise in price. Then we had a drop after that. Then we were trading sideways. There was some sort of mirror-like behavior, drop and rise, and then very quite long period with very low liquidity and low volatility of the price, and then we dropped a lot. So here we may think about the very similar thing. So after the drop we had the rise, and then we traded like with a little bit down, a little bit up, then sort of mirror-like behavior with the up and down, and then a long period, already a long period with sideways price action with low liquidity and low volatility, because again if you look at the volume is actually really low and the price is basically the same level. So what I must say that we still should be cautious, because the longer we stay in such a low volatility, low liquidity period, the more likely we will go on a make a very sharp move after that, and based on the history again we may make a drop, as many analysts say that we need to try to have see the new low. And actually I was saying the same thing even here and here, that we need to go to like at least $2,500 or probably lower. So usually my expectations of that kind are sort of delayed, and they happened like later than I would want them to happen. So we'll see, maybe they will. So far let's try to play a cautious trading game here and see what will happen tomorrow. Thank you for watching this video, guys, and see you in the next update already tomorrow, as I'm doing them daily. Goodbye.